This is Jordan-Hare Stadium, one of those passionate environments in all of college football. 87,000 ready to rock and perhaps help create some magic in a place that's seen so much of it over the years. This is not just a regular matchup. Battle of top 10 teams, two teams colliding early in the season. One team can make a strong statement about the season ahead, as we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the second-ranked team, the Auburn Tigers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Seminoles will kick it away to get this game going. And the return man runs out of bounds. First down here for this offense. Ball handed off.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. To throw, it's Johnson. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Tackle made after the completion.
Really good defenses put an emphasis on winning the early downs. That means holding your own on first and second down, so you force the offense to consistently have to try on third and long. That's exactly what's happened here in this series.
And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Timeout, Auburn.
Offense facing a third and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Here comes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Fair catch made at the 35. Underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Keeping it on the ground here. That run moves the ball across the 40.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Makes it second and medium. He'll ride the back again here. He's brought down out at the 46. And the Seminoles looking to crank up the tempo a bit. On third and short, they hand the ball off. Good enough for first down yardage.
Hey, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it's third down and inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
The Noles begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
My gosh, this receiver is outstanding. A huge play for this Florida State offense. And tell you, you and I have been coming into Tallahassee a long time. We've seen some great receivers. Guys like Johnny Wilson, most recently, a big, tall target. Anquan Bolden could do everything. Maybe one of my favorite players of all time, Peter Warrick. And going back to Fred Biletnikoff, played, of course, at Florida State.
Inside the 25. They bring him down, but a solid run there by the sophomore.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
He'll hand it off. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
And the crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. 1st and goal, handoff. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about 3rd down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here, whether they run it or throw it. You get a stop here, maybe holding the 3 points.
That play sets up a 3rd and goal from the 5 now. Looking to the end zone. The pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. The field goal is good. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And the coverage guys make the tackle. After all that effort, you've been better off just taking a knee there. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Looking to scramble. Fires it on the move. Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Well, this is textbook defensive back play right here. He's in phase with the wide receiver. And the thing that I love, and a lot of defensive backs don't have the ability to do, he gets his head turned around, eyes on the quarterback to know when the ball's coming to allow him to knock it away.
Here's the 2nd down play. They'll run it here. Just trucks the man. That'll pick up a 1st down. They'll spot it at the 38.
Because just think of the list of Auburn running backs. I mean, you see this guy pick up a 1st down, and you start to see a little bit of Bo Jackson in it. Maybe a combo. Remember those days of Cadillac Williams and Ronnie Brown when they were in that backfield? Trey Mason. Boy, so many great backs that Auburn has enjoyed, and this guy's looking good.
On 1st down, they'll keep their running game churning. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
The offensive coordinator bringing in some more blockers on the field. It's the full house. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Florida State 3, Auburn 0.
A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. There's the handoff. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now. The ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
That's how you know an offensive coordinator really believes in the offensive line. You get to fourth down, you don't spread out a defense and try to create a one-on-one matchup and throw the ball. You go the old-fashioned way. You get behind that offensive line, get the yards you need, and you extend this drive with that first down.
This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Second down after that previous play. They'll change the pre-snap look now. To throw, it's Johnson. It's caught. Nice pitch and catch. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. The catch makes it a more manageable third down. Can he get there on the ground? The game picks up the first down, tackled at the 37.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. The back's got it. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. Tailback takes the handoff again. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. They'll hand it off. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid game.
Auburn now operating in the red zone. They're going to run it here. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
2nd and goal for the offense. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front, and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
Now the all-important extra point. Extra point makes the lead 4. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the returner will be brought down. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot, so sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. That gain moves the ball out near the 25. And the Noles will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs.
Boy, another first down and another good run by this back from Florida State. I tell you, he's doing his job as far as living up to the great tradition of Florida State running backs.
That's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and clean. This is Jordan-Hare Stadium, one of those passionate environments in all of college football. 87,000 ready to rock and perhaps help create some magic in a place that's seen so much of it over the years. Both teams have circled this game on their schedule. Two of college football's elite colliding here in a matchup of top 5 teams early in the season. We'll see a team that's had a chance to rest from a bye week, the Florida State Seminoles. Taking on the second-ranked team, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete that time, just out of reach of the receiver.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. And this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, it's going to cost you.
And now the handoff. Able to pick up just a couple of yards. That's good run defense. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Handoff here from the shotgun. And that is a first down gain. Moves the ball to the 40.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get them to 3rd down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
The Seminoles with 1st and 10 here. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Good push up front and great acceleration by this back. I tell you, he's doing a pretty good impression right now of a combination of greats that they've had at Florida State. Guys like Warwick Dunn and Devontae Freeman, and more recently with guys like Cam Akers and Dalvin Cook.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. And he goes down after a huge gain. This offense is clicking now.
Good job here by the quarterback putting that ball in the air where the receiver can make a play on it. And I tell you, Florida State has had some great receivers over the years, and this kid is really living up to that.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. Oh, there's the stiff arm.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, this guy's already over 30 yards on the opening drive of this game. Another nice play right here. If this defense can't stop him, just keep feeding him the football.
They'll run it from the gun. Tackle, but first down.
Boy, the script that this offense coordinator's put together to open this game is perfect. We've seen a little bit of everything. Varying formations, personnel groupings, run, pass, and it's working to perfection. Now, as they move the ball into the red zone area, can they put this ball into the end zone?
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. Second down, we're going to throw it. Caught in the flat by the running back. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back.
Chris, just really impressed by this defense. They're backed up near their own goal line, really doing a good job of rallying to the football in these last couple plays. Now, let's see what happens here on this 3rd and goal.
After a long drive, it's a 3rd down. Is it a touchdown or a field goal? This is a 4-point play. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
You talk about the right way to get a game started. This offense put together a nice scheme. They felt comfortable with the script, and they moved the ball all the way down the field. 10 plays, and they get a touchdown. If you're the defensive coordinator, you're back to the drawing board trying to figure this out.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring.
That makes the score Florida State 7, Auburn 0.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place. They gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. It's a quick grab. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
Wow, they get positive yards here. But I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Scanning the field. It's Johnson. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
This defense has got to be aware of these quick throws to these wide receivers. They're lucky he didn't come up with more yards.
Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Ball handed off. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
The offense going very heavy, bringing in more blockers. Takes the handoff again. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. That run sets up a critical 3rd down play. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. They're going to run it. Get some space around the 30. And they'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
Here's the point after attempt. And it's good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop. The offense pinned back. Play action here on 1st down. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Tigers. And the interception taken to the house. A pick 6. Potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
Now here comes the point after attempt. PAT puts him in front by 7. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And it's caught from inside the 20. Gets it to the 29 before being brought down. Time for one more play here in the quarter. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And it's incomplete, but is the final play of this period. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Here's the handoff. Picks up a short gain, but his swarm of the defense flying to the football. They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. He'll earn the 1st down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback drops back. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And he's going to launch it deep again. And it's intercepted. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
And the Auburn offense back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They'll tackle him right at the 31. Important second down play coming up. And the back now goes in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 36. Third down after that running play. Try and muscle for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. To the air, it's Johnson. It's the running back in the flat. He's found some room with the 45. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. And when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. Wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And here's the handoff. Just trucks through the defender. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line.
Boy, that is a first down and a definitive way of getting a good push up front. And this back, I tell you, every single year on the Plains, Auburn always has a great back, and this guy is no different.
The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. Bringing pressure. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And that run produces a decent gain. And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning. A chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that 1st down marker. They've already converted once on 4th down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. Tailback with another carry. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Stop short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. The pre-snap motion from the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's past the 35. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Running out of time in the pocket. He stopped just short of that 1st down marker, inches away from it. Offense facing 3rd and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough 4th down decision? They get him at the 42, good enough for a 1st down. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And the Seminoles lining up here on 1st and 10. The secondary backed up off the ball now. That wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. Quarterback lost track of the play clock, and that'll cost the offense 5. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Receiver in motion now. And there's the handoff. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Play action fake, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Time ticking away. Time for just 1 more play before halftime. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Knowles.
What a first half. We've seen a little bit of everything. These guys have come all the way back. They scored with no time remaining. And now they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
Extra point try coming now. And the PAT is good. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Knowles will kick this away to get the second half going. And he'll be tackled short of the 25 by the coverage team. Would have been better off just to take a knee there. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. Dropping back, it's Johnson. And the senior quarterback puts a little bit too much on the throw.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
An incompletion makes it 2nd and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
That defensive back played that route so well. Right on the receiver's hip, he saw the ball and just swatted it away.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking to make a big play downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And the defense able to hold in there to a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And looking for a big play here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Seminoles. That puts them on top in the second half. Aren't you taught on defense, Kirk? Don't let him throw the football over your head. Exactly what happened there.
That makes me really wonder if it was some kind of miscommunication. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I pull my defensive backs over, make sure everybody's on the same page and getting the right call.
Here comes the point after attempt. He knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? He'll hand it off. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Getting set. Here's second down. Back to throw. It's Johnson. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And that one's picked off. What a play. He's got some room and some blockers here. Touchdown, Florida State. And the defense adds 6 with an interception return. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kirk.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
Attack on the PAT. It's a 2-touchdown lead now, 28-14. Now they get set to kick it away.
Florida State, 28, Auburn, 14.
And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Auburn.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back, it's Johnson. Fires this one deep middle. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Gets the first and still running. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41. First down here for this offense. Handoff in a single back formation.
Ball carried by the right. Gain of 1. Second down.
Now it's second down here. Play action fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. He's got his man in the open field. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Man, this wide receiver has been a difference maker in this football game. He's got 2 touchdowns already. Now they look to him again, and he picks up the first down.
And the Noles will line up on 1st and 10. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. Oh, here comes the reverse. And bulldozing his way through. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there. And the offense will have a 1st and goal.
You know, we're seeing this more and more where wide receivers are getting involved in the running game, both here in college and also up in the NFL. I think it's due to plays like this one right here. And it's not going to change anytime soon. Excellent play call.
Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. Second down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Touchdown, Knowles. This offense is still clicking. So the offense flexing here, Kirk, stretching their lead here in the second half.
Yeah, that touchdown gives you a little bit more breathing room, but now it's up to your own defense to help preserve that lead so you can go back out and build onto it in the second half.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. They convert the PAT, so the lead is now 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away.
Auburn, 14.
He's got it inside the 15. And he stopped at the 20. Trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Looking to throw. It's Johnson. Trying to get the throw off. Throws the ball away, but not before taking a hit.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. And they'll move to 6 on that one. It's a first down to the 42. The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to throw it on first down. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Taken down, but not before, makes the first down. A new set of downs after that completion.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
He's moving out of the pocket. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Past the 50. Finally steps out of bounds after a long return. What a play by the defense.
Wow, what a play by this defense to come up with the interception and a big return. They almost take it to the house, but you got to give the quarterback some credit. Yeah, he threw a pick, but he didn't give up on the play and hang his head. Instead, he makes the tackle to prevent the defense from scoring.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. So this defense finally makes a play. That's one of the few negative plays for this offense today.
Yeah, you said it, Chris. They don't have the easiest road to climb back in this one, but little plays like that can be points of positivity of what coaches will likely focus on as they move forward.
Second down play coming up. He'll take a deep shot. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. Brought down after a short return at the 20 to snuff out the scoring threat in the red zone.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. On first down, it's play action. And here comes a deep shot. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage. And then
testing the defense with a throw downfield. Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight. Look out, he's got some space. Tackled after the takeaway, and that will end this quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Florida State 35, Auburn 14.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. It's caught downfield. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
But how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having the lead here in the 4th.
Oh, a reverse. Tackled way behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 7 yards.
The defense there showed incredible discipline on the backside contained. And that reverse wasn't going anywhere. Just textbook.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Quarterback's got it on the option. Pitches to the back. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. And the wideout goes in motion. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. He's moving out of the pocket. Incomplete, and that shot to the end zone.
Interesting call here, Chris, to throw the ball on 3rd and short. Unable to come up with a first down. Now here at 4th down, you got a big decision to make. Do you kick the field goal just to add to the lead, or maybe go for this here with a chance to drop the hammer?
And he knocks that one right through. And they add to their lead. After adding 3 more points to the lead, they're set to kick it off.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Ball knocked loose in the end zone. Here's a scrum. Who's got it? Touchdown, Seminoles. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
Takes it back for the score.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
14.
And he's out of bounds here on the return. The Auburn offense trots back onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Hey, this offense isn't giving up. Yeah, we're in the 4th quarter. You're down big. But who knows? Make a big play. Try to get in the end zone. Maybe get an onside kick.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal yardage to the 9. So that huge gain quickly sets up a 1st and goal just inside the 10. Looking downfield, it's Johnson. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
I love to see this by this quarterback. And instead of giving up on the play and just throwing it away or trying to put one into coverage, he just takes off, reminds his defense what he can do with his legs, and almost took it to the house.
Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. Well, they get closer, but now they line up on 3rd and goal from the 1. on the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn. This offense really clicking.
You know, today's not been their day, but the thing you can always hang your hat on is these guys are still competing. They come up with a touchdown here late in the fourth quarter. You can use that as hopefully some momentum into next week.
Extra point splits the uprights. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. The last possession, they had settled for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock.
Well, throughout this game, they've shown a number of their base run plays in the first half, so it's good to mix in the counter here in the second half, just in case the defense is starting to over-pursue. Keep an eye on if they pull that play again maybe later in this game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field.
Well, good push up front here, and this back, I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. The pocket breaking down. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. No press here. The defense backing away. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Valdez. It's a big gain all the way to enemy territory. Tackled at the 45.
Chris, how about this approach by this offensive play caller? Up big, fourth quarter, and they're still taking shots downfield looking for more points. I think they're trying to rub it in here a little bit.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and its running back and just keep working that clock.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Breaks loose now into the open field. Out of bounds, but not before a big game. This offense is ripping the defense apart today. And the Seminoles getting set on 1st and 10. Press coverage now from the secondary. Got space looking for the end zone here. Touchdown, Florida State. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play called, and continuing to put points on the board.
PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Florida State 52, Auburn 21.
Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive.
First and 10.
And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. This one has been a beatdown for the ages, a demolition, an evisceration. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looking to throw. It's Johnson. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Here's the second down play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Final minutes here. They'll throw it deep downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make...
Looking for a deep completion. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? Brought down after a short return, but the interception gives the offense the football at the 40.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. We come back out protecting a safe lead. What an awesome feeling to be way ahead in a big road game. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. They're going to run the option. The back's got it on the pitch. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Just another example of this offense, Chris, doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own in pass protection. Quarterbacks had an outstanding day. You add all that up, it's a big reason why they're up by such a wide margin.
Tackle made at the 26, good enough for a first down.
How impressive have these guys been up front today? Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Motion now from the tight end. Quarterback still with the football. And he'll be smarter right at the line for no gain.
That's exactly how you want to defend the option. You know, the old school way is assignment football. You have to account for the quarterback, the pitch man. Here, the quarterback had really nothing other than just kind of lower his head and get as much as he could. Fortunately for the defense, it wasn't very much.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given the quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they wanted to. That's why points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Running toward the end zone, but the defense forces a fumble. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Looks to his left and makes the completion. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. Well, this one ended up being a blowout. But they get the W, but they also make a pretty strong statement here today.
Yeah, I thought this game would be a lot closer, at least closer than how things ended up. But give credit to this team for coming out with a good game plan and just dominating the game.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
can't walk very far in these parts without being greeted with a War Eagle. And boy, do they hope it will be a joyous one today. Welcome to Jordan-Hare Stadium and the home of the Auburn Tigers. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. So the Auburn Tigers offense will have plenty of work to do after that return was bottled up. This rivalry is intense, guys, but with all of the connections between the two, it's more like a family feud more so than a bitter war.
And for example, about the connections, Reese, how about Vince Dooley, longtime Georgia coach? He went to Auburn. How about great player Pat Dye, All-American at Georgia? Coaches at Auburn, the connections are real, the rivalry is real.
Crosses to 30. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
I love this type of play because it looks like a jet sweep. The defense, they're a bit confused pre-snap. They don't know who has the ball, and all of a sudden, that guy with his speed is in the second level of the defense before the defense even knows what happened.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Pass to 25. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
This defense really needs to be careful. They have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got...
Touchdown, Auburn! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the entire field and you put 6 up on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Georgia's offense has the ball for the first time. And it won't be easy to throw the ball down the field today, David, because both of these teams have lockdown corners.
I mean, these guys shut down half of the field. Playmaking cornerbacks that really can play man-to-man and lock down the best guys on the other side.
Yeah, if I'm a quarterback in this game, I am taking a calculated risk if I'm thrown towards one of these two dudes because you're just asking to get picked off.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Takes the easy one to the back. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll throw it on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's McNeil. Oh, look out. What a play there, and he's got it all the way down to the 7-yard line. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And he makes the extra point. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
First down here for the offense. Tosses to the quarterback. He uncorks one deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road, bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. The give to the back. Runs through the tackle. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Auburn to the line in a hurry. They'll go right back to him. Still on his feet at the 45. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Leaves it with the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside. Defense.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. The Tigers have this offense rolling. It's a flea flicker. Looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, do you have to love the timing, the sixth sense to call that play and know to be successful. Jesse, you're looking for big plays when you call trick plays, and a touchdown, that's exactly what you want.
Man, the quarterback was licking his chops too, David. When he got the ball back from the running back, he knew he had his guy wide open. At that point, you're just thinking, don't underthrow it too badly, and don't miss this guy. Just give him an opportunity, and the trick play pays off.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior. 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. The Dogs just chewed him up and spit him out the last time these two met as they destroyed Auburn.
And that's why I think Auburn needs something to happen early in this ballgame. They need some confidence. They need some feel-good because Georgia's dominated this series. They know. They talk about it. Auburn needs something good to happen early.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. Georgia sends out the punt team. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
And every year there's a exciting new freshman to look at and talk about and pub up, and this guy got a lot of that pub, and you see why. The dynamic play on special teams, you could see the speed, you could see the wheels, and you know the reason the fans were jacked up when they signed this guy this year.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. NC State has the lead right now. This team can really open up the playbook at times, but I'm not sure this game is over just yet. They're up by 7 over Stanford. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Now they'll try the right side. After the filthy move, he's got room. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off-play action on first down. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
With the catch, it's Yoder. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it downfield. Makes the grab down the left side. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Georgia. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw if guys are open vertically.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that pass picked off. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
That is such a tremendous job by the defense. A flea flicker is designed to catch them off guard, thinking it's going to be run and throw it over their head. But how about the athleticism to get back into coverage and not just knock it away, David, pick it off.
Yeah, and it's just like baseball, man. It's like a home run or a strikeout with these big plays. Like, they either work really well, but then the quarterback has the mindset of, okay, we got to make a big play. This is set up to make a big play instead of just throwing the football away and not making a mistake like he did on that play right there.
And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's looking to throw it. He's right on target.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a route.
On target. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. He's looking to throw. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
this offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Auburn lines up quickly.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs, and make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Little touch pass to the receiver. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll give it to the back. He now has 91 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. To the ground to try to move the chains. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Leaves it with the running back. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Climbing up to tack one more onto that lead.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job of communicating and giving their QB time.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help. They're looking deep down the right side. And the pass is intercepted. Got some room to run. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, these defenders practice this all week long. It's locating the football with your eyes. Great job being in position, but also, how about getting your head around and locating the ball in the air so you can go up, pick it off for the defense.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Running with power. To the 10. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially in the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is most dangerous.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Running back searching for a hole.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. The Tigers headed quickly to the line. On third and short, the power run here. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Touchdown, Auburn! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Wyoming took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week, and the end result was a focused group of Cowboys that fired on all cylinders. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Wide open downfield. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Quick strike complete. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. Quarterback empties his backfield. Dialing up a second down pass play. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Guys, only Minnesota and Wisconsin have played more often than Auburn and Georgia. This rivalry is rich in tradition.
And you're right, Reese. This goes back to 1892.
Makes the catch on the left. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Dogs! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. With jet sweep pass. He's past the 30. Can anyone catch him? And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
How many ways can I get to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, going full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. They'll try the run. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. After a good pickup on the run, it's second down. They'll keep it on the ground. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. And the Tigers want to pick up the tempo. They'll go to the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. Quick pass on the fly motion. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This offense is so good, man. They can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point was good. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the ground with the back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, all the tradition and bad blood between these programs, it's all kind of come to a boil today in a spirited first half in this battle between the Tigers and Dogs. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Auburn and Georgia plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead,
He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Georgia! This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
That just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you up.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on.
The expressway is wide open. Inside the 30. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. Explosive plays are great, but you got to finish the deal. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Give to the running back. Got some room, entered to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with. running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Short throw to the sideline, complete. He steps out of bounds with the first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's McNeil. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Bulldogs are rolling down the field. Running it to the right. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carry.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intention. Those guys are usually 245 pounds if we see this one.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. The give to the back. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He gets it across the 25 to the 24, give him 5 on the carry. This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Splits the uprights. Good. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner goes down. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. I know they put up really good numbers on offense, but, David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly. That scoreboard's starting to get a little bit tired cutting into that lead. Now, you know every possession matters, Palmer. A little pressure for this offense.
Yeah, and so you can't get tight, right? The best players on this offense now need to step up, and they need to start making plays. You got to identify where those one-on-ones are.
The give to the tailback. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. At the 35, he's loose. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the roar of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. The Tigers want to move quickly. Auburn just keeps piling up yards on the ground, and they have done this for years and years.
Just stacking them up. That's who they are. That's what their identity.
Just causing wreckage in the secondary. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Power football with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. He has been in see-ball, get-ball mode all day, and he is making his mark in this rivalry game, guys.
I'll tell you, he was sick and tired of reading about and hearing about the offenses coming into this one. This guy had his own designs and his own plans. He has been balling, David, all over the field.
And it's so fun. A rivalry game, you have so much emotion, so much passion. Well, guess what? You can let that out on defense. And defense, you can fly around, make plays, and he's been doing it all game long.
Got a lot of running room. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. Auburn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Trying to slam in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? The Tigers extend that lead, and in the Deep South's oldest rivalry, looks as if the Dogs are in deep trouble.
Yeah, and this is a great sign for Auburn fans who've had to hear it for a while. Georgia's dominated this series of late. Auburn dominating today.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit. Just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
At the 45-yard line. And that's a 1st down for the offense.
These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. 1st down to start the drive after the break. He wants to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Oh, he gave him a dead leg.
This quarterback now has over 400 yards passing. To do that, you have to have weapons catching the ball. You've seen that in this offense all game long. There are some dangerous playmakers in the back.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. And the Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. They're setting up the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. They run the reverse. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7.
Great discipline by the backside of the defense. This is my gap. This is where I'm supposed to be. Ball goes away, so be it. I got to stay home. Stays home, makes a great play for a loss.
Immediately fires to the middle. And it's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, it's a nice job by him making the catch, but guys, you got to secure the ball and put it away. The play's not over. Give the defender credit for knocking it loose, and the defense jumps on it.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They go to the ground. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And now on 1st down after converting with the run. They're going to ride this running back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Oh, he tosses it back. Pressure coming. And the defense gets to the quarterback. After the big first down sack for the D, it's 2nd down. Back to the quarterback. He rifles one deep to the left. Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Hold it.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Offense set on first down. He's going to pass. Working that left side now. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You've got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? They'll try to get the first through the air. Got him downfield. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. The aerial assault continues. He finds his man.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. It's complete. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. From the gun. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over. Move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Afterburners coming. Give him 6. Touchdown, Tigers. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. He has been unstoppable, the ultimate dual threat, positively Cam-tastic.
And that dude was just so incredible to watch, and that's what he's putting on display. He's looking like that. Just whatever he wants to do, it's working, and this Auburn offense is cooking.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positive.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build on, David, you're talking about.
Couldn't make the play on first down. They'll try it again. 2nd and 10 from the 27. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block.
Headed to the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Auburn to the line in a hurry. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Auburn. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense. Defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure. They're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got him and they convert. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Dogs come to the line with a new set of downs. A shot toward the end zone. And the throw and catch was good, but you got to do it in the field of play, and he couldn't quite keep that foot in bounds. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to...
Welcome, everyone, to Berkeley and California Memorial Stadium, where they've been filing in since early this morning, ready to support their sturdy Golden Bears. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the California Golden Bears. Glad to have you with us.